Good morning. It's today. Today is the day. Today is today. We're going to fire up our 360 rain a little bit later. Probably going to be this afternoon. We've got a few things to finish up. Our sales guy is up here. They're putting some wheel shields on, doing a few last minute things to the machine itself, getting it ready. We are getting the rest of this electrical stuff done. We've got some parts that aren't going to be in until around lunchtime or this afternoon, and so that's kind of the hold up a little bit, is waiting on some of that stuff. But we can get everything ready so that as soon as we get them, we bolt them up, run them, make the connections, and we're good to go. So that's what we're working on here this morning. Oh, also, I got a guy here with a skid steer and a post hole auger to drill me some holes here real fast. You know what's easier than that? That. Well, that isn't going to take nothing. It's a 14-inch bit. Drill her down and pull it up and good to go. Oh man, look at that. That's so much easier. We need to get our posts, and then we'll start mixing some concrete. Got those 4 done back at the well. We're gonna do 4 out here at the riser. It was Friday that we buried this pipe. You guys remember that Friday? Yeah. The corn roots that we sheared off are still pulling up moisture. They're still finding some somewhere. Got wet spots all over the ground. That's hilarious to me. It's something. Sorry, corn plant. So these 2 here will also act as the anchors for our chain there. Sand is kind of sinking into the hole, but that's okay. All right, one more. I went and got some posts. We're going to try and get some concrete put in here on these 2 where our chains need to attach, so that can start setting up. They got a big foot on them. I don't know, I need to go get my tape measure. I forgot to grab a tape measure. But anyway, we're standing here at the machine. I thought I'd show you the wheel shields the guys got put on. So they got these plastic shields that just kind of help keep the corn away from the tires so it doesn't run it over, pushes it away from it. Should be good. Cool. They're getting ready to fire this thing up and going to start running it out without water right now because, well, I don't have water yet. But they want it to make its longest path, which is clear to the point back there by the river by those trees. It's going to go out, turn a little bit, and then head that way. So, yeah. It'll start moving here pretty soon, I suppose. Anyway, I got to go get a tape measure, make sure I got this far enough in the ground. Yeah, that's way better than the old wheelbarrow or backhoe bucket. Looks like I got plenty of water in that one. It's okay, it'll flow into the bottom of the hole real nice. 2 80-pound bags at a time. Probably need 6 of them here, I would guess. I was right, 6 bags. That one's done. We've got 4 in here. We need the last batch mixing right now. Need to touch more water. It's easier than a wheelbarrow or a hoe mixing. It's not as easy as a concrete truck. There. Posts in place. We'll get these other 2 later. I don't have enough concrete. It goes fast when you use 6 bags per hole. I bought 20 bags. They gave me 2 extra because they were ripped. So I had 22. I've only got 4 left. Used 12 there. What's that mean? I used the rest in those other holes yesterday. Back up here working on the well side of stuff. I went and got our injector nozzle, the Mr. And this is what will inject our fertilizer into there. So that's going to go in this port. This may end up getting swapped with our pressure sensor up there in that port. Like, this is the chemigation valve. That's where it's designed to go. but I don't think it would hurt anything to have it here, and that would make this cable a lot better to have that there instead. So I'm putting it in here for now because I gotta plug that hole if we're going to use this today, which we are. We are still going to use this today. Oh, where's my wrenches? Somewhere right there. So we're putting it in for now just to plug the hole up. A little bit closer. Got our flex conduit into there, so as soon as we get our wire, we can pull it. Dad's got our box at the farm, so we can get that mounted and finish our conduit, and then get over to here. I need another elbow, a 3/4 inch elbow, to get that connection made, so I gotta go find one of those. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. So we needed an enclosure box for our VFD, and our electrical supplier, they didn't have anything on hand, and then they looked and they were going to be, they said a week to 6 weeks out, and it was an $800 box, and we're like, yeah, no. I thought about buying one online. I found some that would work just fine for a couple $100. Problem is, it's going to take 4 or 5 days to get here, be next week, and this VFD is not watertight or dust proof, and so we had to get something to house it temporarily, at least, until I could get a box. Dad decided to make one. That's what we do. So he went to our local steel supplier, had him bend up some sheet metal for him, and he welded her up, put a door on it, and now we've got a box. Just got that hung up at the field. He is working on connecting the conduit to it, and they called and said that our wire is in, so I'm running to get our wire and everything else that hopefully they have, and once we do that, we just can connect everything, and then we should be off and running. The 360 Rain guys are actually running the machine. They're running it dry right now. Part of what they needed to do was to run it out its farthest run to make sure that the hose was wrapping okay and that everything came off and that it followed the paths and all of that. So it has started. It is moving. It's going across the field and working on that longest run to see how far it makes it. So that's exciting. Oh, it's running. It's running. We've got it all the way out here. Not a ton of hose left back on it, but that is so super exciting. Oh, let's get some wires run so we can put some water through it. Did I show you our panel yet? I don't think I have. There it is. There it is. Look at this. Dad made this box this morning. Weld on hinge. Just made it. Screw it. Can't get one? We'll just make one. Anyway, this is our VFD. It's very large, and that will control the speed of the well pump for a 25 horse well pump. We've got to get our inputs in here. L1, 2, 3 coming in, UVW coming out, 2 grounds, and yeah, we should be good to go then. So I've also got the signal wires coming from the relay in the base station to the control done here, and we've got our pressure sensor hooked up, but apparently I bought the wrong pressure sensor. It's the wrong type of output. I don't know. Apparently there's 2 different types. I didn't know that. Power. We have power. Let's go. Let's go. Generator's running. They got to program the VFD, and then we hit the start button, and eventually water makes it from there to over to there, but it's only got to go 3/4 of a mile to get there, right? So they're just finishing programming here, getting ready to hit the button. We're going to run her manually, just turn the pump on, because I bet it takes 15 minutes for the water to get over there. Good. Rain coming. Hopefully we'll get water out of this right here real fast, because oh, here it comes. Okay. Do you hear it? Do you hear it? Look, we got water. We got water. Start it up, Taylor. Oh, we got a leak.
I know, I see that.
We got a leak. That's a factory leak. That's not a here leak. Yes. Oh, it's running, it's running, it's running. So we've got a few things we need to address or to fix. One of the hoses is plumbed wrong, a couple of the hoses. So you can see the water pouring out there. We're blowing the rows out a little bit, but it's mostly because we're in these ends. Once we get in the main back and forth, that shouldn't be that bad. But look, we're making a turn. We are making a turn. So you can see how it laid the hose out when it came off of these ends here. So now it's picking it back up. Oh, it's so cool. And we're watering the inside rows. Are supposed to be watering the inside rows, so that's why it's the 4 in the back there, and then that one with the inside on the boom, and it should be that one, but we're getting it over there. So those 2 hoses needed swapped. We'll get to that. But it's gonna make this turn and head back down these rows on the ends here. And yeah, we knocked over a little corn, but that's pretty minimal. You're gonna get a lot of this over the next couple of days until we get really busy with wheat harvest. Oh yes. Those tires finding that row, sucking that hose in. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. How we feeling, Taylor?
Nice to see water.
Better. Better. I told you we were going to make it run today. I told you. It is 6:30, but it is running. What a day. What a good feeling to have this thing working and operational. I'm super, super excited about this. We're going to go over it a lot and how it works, what it's doing, and all that stuff. But for now, I'm just happy to have it running. Now the question is, do I trust it to run all night without me tonight? Do I trust it? I don't know. I don't know. Dropping the water right on the rows. We have got it sort of programmed to be putting on a 1/2 inch per pass here. So that's a 1/2 inch worth of rain if it was covering a 30-inch band on each side, or a 60-inch band, I guess, for one drop. The idea is that it concentrates and we run it right down the rows, and out in the field where the rows are a little bit maybe deeper than the middles, the water should stay in the row a little bit better. But right here it's kind of spreading out, but that's wheel tracks from turning on the ends here. So you can see it made that turn now, and we are tracking right down the rows. The hose it laid out right down the row here until it makes another turn, and then it goes back to the center line. Oh yeah, relief coming, corn. Relief is coming. Now we're only watering half of these rows because it was dry on the way out. They were testing stuff, but it'll get there. We'll get there. Ah, yes! It's running. Okay, we gotta go get a 5/16 nut driver or a little ratchet to change those hoses and tighten up another clamp. And they're gonna stick around until we make it back to the home point, which might take a little while, but that's okay. And as long as everything's running okay and working like it's supposed to, I think we're gonna let her run. We got a little more stuff we need to do, but like I said, we got it to the point where it works. So we've got an actual breaker panel, like a 200 amp panel, main breaker with then spots for circuit breakers coming, 3-phase panel. I thought we would get it today. We didn't. Hopefully we'll get it tomorrow, and we're going to get that mounted there and then run the wires from the generator into that, and then from the panel and a 100 amp breaker into the VFD rather than straight from the generator. It's fine. There's a breaker on the generator, and there is overload protection in the VFD, so it's okay to run the way that it is, but we don't have the wires tucked in there nice and neat, and we're gonna do it right. So that's where we're at with it. Watch it's run. It made another turn. There she goes. There she goes. It's a running. Haha, yes. All right, so we went out to the riser there. I didn't show it, but we got about 118 pounds of pressure on my analog pressure gauge there. Good to know. This is the backbone. This is the center. This is the hose. And it goes down, and then it makes a 90. we're gonna walk out there to the machine. We have lost cell coverage, or it's offline on the app, so I think we need to restart it down there and see what we're trying to make it come all the way back here. And if we don't get it, the app connected, then it'll just keep going that way. So we're gonna walk out there and see how it goes. This is better. Now it's starting to turn. Okay, let's walk down here. So this road just got watered right here. Look how it's right on the base of those plants. We did go a little outside of it, a little past it, but better than what we're doing on the ends. That's awesome. Ha! All right, well, the machine is off and running and seems to be working okay. We're gonna clean this up tomorrow, but we're gonna let her run overnight here tonight. Hopefully everything goes all right. We're full of fuel, so that's good. We've had a few issues with the machine going offline and not connecting to the app, but it still runs just fine because everything, all the paths and everything is stored in the machine. As long as the machine is connected to our base station, it is gonna run. So I'm gonna run out here. We're gonna go watch this thing work one more time here tonight. You will get a much more in-depth video of the machine, how it works, and all that stuff tomorrow. But for now, it's running, and I am so excited. This has been months and months in the making. Like literally, we signed the contract for this machine in October, so it's been coming for a long time. And you know, started planning then for the install and what we were going to do. Initially, it was going to be pumping out of the river, but then a month or two into that, we kind of figured out, hey, it's going to be cheaper to drill a well. It wasn't cheaper, but better for numerous reasons to have a well. So that's where we ended up with. It took a long time to get stuff done, but I'm so thrilled that we're up and running. This is kind of the damage that we're going to cause going down the center. You know, where we're making our turns, it's going to knock some corn over. That's part of the backbone. It's okay. So I'll show you this. This is the app of the machine. The blue lines are basically what it thinks it's already done, because we told it to start on path 104 of 145, it looks like. Something like that. And so basically we're going to start here and work to the north, going that way overnight tonight and tomorrow, and then we'll come back. I can't rearrange the numbers. That's something that may come in the future, but for right now, that's what it is. So anyway, we're going to walk out here and watch this for a minute. You'll notice where we're walking, no water. That's because we're in the center of the machine. As we move over a couple of rows, so here's one of the tires, then there's another path, and then look, all of a sudden here we have water. So it has watered these rows on the outside, it's watered some on the other side. When it gets down to the end of its path down here, it'll turn around, it'll switch, and it'll water on the way back. So we're laying the hose out over here in the middle of the machine. On its path back, it'll pick the hose back up, and that's when we'll start watering in the center. Oh, what a deal. There is some dang good corn right in here too, so that's good. Yeah, look at that water flowing right down the row. Soak it up, boys. That's fantastic. Next year I might try and lower my row cleaners a little bit so that it almost creates a divot for that water to run in, so it doesn't get to the centers quite so much. This is awesome though. Oh yeah, it'll run downhill some. We got a bunch of water ahead of these, but that's a lot coming out of those drops. Cool. Cool. I think we've lowered our goal to like 3/10 of an inch, so it's running a little faster than what it was. Oh, I'm so excited for this. What a huge weight and stressor that I've had lifted off of my shoulders just seeing it run. It's a good day. All right, do your thing. Just keep running. Hopefully it'll stay connected. We can keep an eye on it on the app here. It basically shows me everything. We've got water, we've got pressure, and it shows me where it's at and that it's running, and if there's any errors, it'll shut itself down. So all good. By the way, have you seen how tall our corn is and how awesome this corn really looks out here? Like it's been stressed the last couple days with the heat, but man, does it look good. We are shoulder high. Nah, not shoulder high. Chest high on me. It's above my waist. It's really nice looking corn. It's beautiful. Okay. Well, what a day. Thanks for watching this one. I would like to say things slow down and get easier here. They don't. They don't. Tomorrow is going to be an extremely busy day. Brock is coming tomorrow.
He's still out there doing it.
Come on. I am intending to have Brock go to Berkey and change the cutter bar on the bean head. It's my intention. In order to do so, we have to get the combine there. So I am planning on taking the combine down in the morning and then going back up to the field there to work on some stuff tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully we'll get our breaker panel. We can install that. Do whatever else we need to do. But yeah, intention is to put the get the combine to Berkey tomorrow. We got a lot of other stuff going on, but we're gonna pretty heavily focus on that 360 rain, I think. So thanks for watching. I am gonna do a live stream from the rain field at some point. It'll probably happen either Friday or over the weekend. Probably not Friday. Might be Sunday. Might be a Sunday thing. We'll see when I've got time. So anyway, thanks guys. See you tomorrow.